Original programming presented by the Comedy Network. A flashing timer counts down to read 29.5.
The following episode takes place in the next 29.5 minutes. I wasted 5 seconds telling you that, and 2 more seconds telling you that. I'll shut up now. Hey, sorry I can't hang out with you today. I'm going into work.
Who wants to work on a Saturday?
Betty called me in for a special task.
What happened to our carefully laid plans?
Why don't you call Bobby? I'm sure he'd be more than happy to drink beer and watch WrestleManiac with you.
It's not the same. Actually, it is.
Jack walks to Betty's door.
Oh my god, I just heard a scream. I think Betty's in trouble. What should I do? What should I do?
Why don't you call Bobby?
Jack tries the door, but it's locked. He grabs a fire extinguisher and raises it to smash the door, but instead he sprays it with fire retardant. He drops the extinguisher and grabs an axe, chops off the top of a potted plant, and hits the door with the plant. The door creaks open, and inside he sees Betty making out with a handsome man in a dark suit.
Get off her!
Jack, no!
Jack attacks him and is easily overpowered.
Jack, this is Chris. He's a counter-terrorist. We're also seeing each other.
Seeing each other? Don't you think that's moving a little too fast?
This is the dead man?
Yeah, that's him.
Dead man?
Relax, Jack. Chris has hired you to play a corpse in a terrorist drill. All you have to do is lay there.
Oh! Looks like the little squirt's already pretty good at that.
Yeah, it was a lucky tackle.
Chris tackles him again.
Sure it was, little fella.
Okay, that's enough fun, Chris. He's half your weight, and IQ, and tax bracket.
Here's the thing, kiddo. It starts in 2 minutes across the street. Get going!
Jack takes a note out of his mouth and gets up.
You're not the boss of me. She is.
Betty throws Jack a file that reads corpse.
Move it, Jack. Go, go, go!
I'm all over it!
His name is Jack Ryder, and he works for the Odd Jobs Temporary Employment Agency. His career counselor is the lovely Miss Betty Stiles. His friends are Bobby, and Leo. Every week, Betty sends him out on a new job, each one weirder than the last, hence the name Odd Job Jack. This week, Jack is a corpse. For more descriptions, go to oddjobjack.com/describe. At the counter-terrorist training facility, Jack lies on the floor of a gymnasium with a bunch of other hired corpses. A wimpy-looking terrorist enters and runs off. 2 federal agents enter.
Stop, terrorist! You're under arrest!
After they run off, Jack raises his head and writes.
Studies show that time constraints are the #1 cause of workplace stress. For instance, if I had more time...
Jack is shushed and lies back down.
What was that?
I could figure out what Betty sees in her new jerkwad boyfriend.
Die, terrorist scum! Blap! Blap, blap! Blap, 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 blap!
Everyone stop! You! Lie still, you're ruining the drill! Let's start again from the top!
You made me look like an ass.
The trainer glares at Jack, who looks sheepish.
Oh, and this time, could you try putting a little more jihad in your eyes?
Well, I'm sorry, but that's about as jihad as I get.
Could I go to the bathroom?
Bathroom? Jesus! If this were a real terrorist attack, you'd be dead right now!
Jack squirms and begs.
Turn left, go straight down, then right is the first door on the left.
The third stall's out of toilet paper.
From the hall, Jack makes a phone call. Meanwhile, Chris and Betty make out in her office. In front of his computer, Leo picks up Jack's call.
Trench speaking.
Leo, I need to find some dirt on this guy. Betty's new...
Boyfriend?
How did you know that?
I used a probability program that calculates the future love lives of everyone I know. I'll see what I can dig up on this guy.
Thanks, Leo. His name's Chris, and he works for the government. Leo, what did the program say about me?
You die alone.
Leo hangs up. Bobby walks in.
We gonna watch some WrestleManiac or what, best buddy?
An agent grabs Jack.
Let's go.
Go where?
You'll be briefed on the way.
I think there's a mistake. I'm just a corpse.
We'll all be if we don't move it.
He pushes Jack out of the building.
This way.
They walk through the parking lot.
Over there, the turquoise sedan.
The one with the cracked windshield?
I'll fix it later.
Yeah, I was just asking.
No time for nitpicking. We're dealing with a Class 1 terrorist situation. Get in the car.
The handle's a little loose.
Jiggle it. Jiggle it!
Jack jiggles it. They get in and speed off.
I'm not part of the agency.
How do you think the agency works, kid? You are chosen. Name?
Jack Ryder.
You were chosen, Agent Ryder.
They swerve dangerously through traffic.
We're heading to the slaughterhouse. I have reason to believe they're initiating an aggressive operation.
They almost hit a cab.
Who are they?
The freaking cows!
Right, of course.
You've heard of mad cow. Well, the disease mutated, possibly with the help of the North Koreans. Anyway, there is now a variant, smart cow. That's right, the cows got smart.
Smart cows?
We use 10% of our brains. These cows use 90% of theirs. Their brain is 30% the size of ours. Therefore, they're way smarter than us. I'll let the cows do the math. If you see one, shoot to kill.
I'm not shooting any cows.
Oh, you'll shoot them. When they fix those huge beady eyes on you and you know it's you or them, oh, you'll shoot them, all right.
Jack is handed a gun. It fires accidentally.
Could you drive a little more smoothly? I've got a bladder situation.
For years, the agency has been focusing on the stomachs. We were fools. The brain. No one was watching the brain.
What do you need me for?
You ever try to take a slaughterhouse thick with egghead cows by yourself?
No, I can't say I've crossed that bridge.
I'm gonna have my hands full with these bovine scumbags. You're gonna be my cover.
I don't really have experience in cover. I'm more of a wait in the car specialist.
They screech to a halt. Jack almost pees himself.
We're here.
They get out of the car and approach a derelict slaughterhouse. The agent, named Brody, has a gun drawn and stops outside the door, followed by a nervous Jack who still has to pee desperately. Brody does a complex set of hand signals.
What does that mean?
Shh! Brody does a few more signals and then kicks the door in. He motions for Jack to follow.
I thought I was your cover.
I don't know about you, but I don't fancy spending the rest of my life speaking cow. Now move!
Jack sneaks into the building with his gun drawn. He squeezes his legs together to keep from pissing. Back at Leo's.
According to his online dating profile, he looks pretty clean.
Jack can't compete with him. He's a total stud.
I'm not ready to give up yet. Everyone's got something wrong with him.
Leo continues searching.
Hello.
Oh my God. We have to warn Jack. Where is he?
A map pops up.
According to my tracking device, he's on the move.
You have a tracking device on Jack?
I implanted it a couple of years ago.
Great. Let's go.
Bobby runs out of the apartment. Leo tries to follow but stops, terrified at the door.
I can't.
This is no time for your silly mental health problems. Let's go.
Stop let's going me. Let me try again.
Leo tries but collapses on the floor. At odd jobs, Betty does up her top while Chris takes a call.
Uh-oh. That's bad news. I'm on it.
He runs to the window.
Where are you going?
To the bathroom. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
He jumps out and onto the street.
But the bathroom's that way!
A motorcycle speeds towards Chris. He holds his badge out. The rider doesn't slow down, so Chris clotheslines her. He jumps on the bike and speeds off to the slaughterhouse. Inside, Jack and Brody explore a room filled with hanging sides of beef.
Looks empty. The cows scuttled out of here early. Smart.
Maybe the slaughterhouse is closed on the weekend. Maybe that's why there's no cows here.
And maybe you want to make a cow dinner and serve it some tea and call it sir.
I don't.
They hear a noise.
Stay close.
To create a distraction, Brody pushes the sides of beef and gets them swinging. Jack gets hit by one of the slabs and falls to the ground. He checks to make sure the coast is clear and does a somersault and lands on his ass in the hall.
In here, Ryder.
Brody has tied his suspect to the chair.
Good work, Agent Ryder. Now let's squeeze the juice out of this lemon.
How about you tell us where those cows are?
A cow chews its cud. A CTU trainee grins. Jack and Brody threaten the suspect. Leo lies on the floor. Chris crawls through a ventilation shaft. Betty admires herself in a mirror. Jack and Brody continue to threaten a suspect. Leo looks fearfully out his window.
What do you mean you can't go?
You know I'm not an outdoor person.
Think, Bobby, think! Do you have a sewing machine?
Yeah, I have two.
No need to get snarky. I was just thinking that...
Leo rolls in the sewing machines.
Oh, great! Then I suggest we sew like we've never sewed before!
Oh boy! Now this is how you spend a Saturday afternoon.
Bobby and Leo start sewing. Back at the slaughterhouse.
Can I go to the bathroom now?
No time! We need information and we need it now! Now! What do you know? What are they planning?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll bet you don't.
He smacks him.
We're not violating the Geneva Convention, are we?
Excuse us for a moment. Could I see you by the water cooler, Agent Ryder?
He drags Jack to the cooler.
Listen, pal, you've just left the civilized world where people say please and thank you and eat with forks and knives and shake hands or bow if they're in Asia. Welcome to the edge.
He goes back to the suspect.
Tell me what the cows are planning.
I told you.
Don't lie to me!
Don't lie to him!
Tell me what they plan!
Tell them what they plan!
Is it a weapon? Do they have a weapon?
Weapon?
Shut up.
He's smacked again.
Yes, a weapon. They have a weapon.
What kind of weapon? Nuclear? Chemical?
Super magical?
Jack smacks the suspect weakly.
Biological? Biological, huh? Is it mad cow? Is it weaponized mad cow? Have they weaponized mad cow? Tell me!
Yes, whatever you say. They've weaponized Mad Cow.
He falls unconscious.
Where did all the cows go? Where did they go?
I think you already knocked him unconscious. I have to pee so badly!
No time! Be a man and wet your pants.
I haven't peed myself in 6.5 years. I'm not about to ruin my streak.
All right, go. Be quick.
Thank you, thank
Jack
you.
runs to the can. Brody pisses himself.
The adult diaper, changing the face of counterterrorism.
In the bathroom, Jack sits in a stall and urinates. He reads a copy of Slaughter magazine with a hot girl on the cover. He turns the pages happily until Chris is lowered from the ceiling, hanging upside down right in front of Jack.
What the? You?
You were expecting someone else?
I wasn't expecting anyone.
Shut up and listen. Brody's not actually an agent. He's got a bad case of Mad Cow. Completely insane.
Yeah, well, thanks for the warning. I guess I'll get out of harm's way.
No, you've got to stay here, in harm's way. But if you think he's going to harm so much as a hair of a cow, you call me at this number.
Where are you going?
Me? I've got to go see my girlfriend. You know how it is. Ha 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 ha! Remember, the lives of innocent cows are at stake.
Chris disappears.
Wait a minute.
Bobby and Leo are still sewing their hearts out.
So, damn it, so!
I'm going as fast as I can.
Knit one, purl two, purl two!
That's knitting jive. Jesus!
Double stitch, double stitch!
I keep pricking myself.
Yeah, I bet Agent Chris is screwing with me. Agent Brody isn't crazy.
Jack goes back to join Brody.
What the hell happened here?
I happen the hell here.
Did you find anything?
A half bag of raisins and an old copy of Spy magazine. These cows are good.
And what's with the arrow through the head?
Found it in a desk. Could be important to the cows. I'll have the lab analyze it later.
He throws the arrow to the ceiling.
I think I'm making headway with this enemy of the state.
He has a computer tied to a chair.
Now, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Where are they taking the weapon?
I don't think that's how you get information from a computer.
Oh, it isn't, eh?
He picks up the computer and throws it across the room, smashing it.
I need answers!
The water cooler bubbles and Brody fires at it. A pizza delivery man arrives.
Excuse me? Who ordered the pizza?
That would be me. Charge it to the...
Okay, pizza man. You and I are gonna have a little chat. Ryder, dismantle the pizza!
Hey! What are you doing?
Brody grabs the delivery man and ties him shirtless to a chair. He attaches electrodes to his nipples.
When I give the signal, hit the juice. You're the only connection we have to the cows. Tell us where they are.
The cows? What cows?
Brody signals Jack to hit the juice. The pizza guy looks terrified.
Please, no.
Do it!
Jesus, man, just tell them where the damn cows are! Are they at the farm? Are they at the zoo?
Are they at the winter fair?
Jack nods yes.
Yeah, winter fair. Sure.
I had a feeling. Let's go, Ryder.
Brody shocks him anyway. His hair stands on end and he gyrates wildly.
Just so you know what you missed.
Hey, can I have some of those raisins?
They leave him there with the electrodes pumping juice through him. Jack and Brody jump in a car and speed off, leaving behind a cloud of dust.
Hey, can I make a phone call?
No time.
But I have to call my mother. In case things don't go down so well and we all die at the hands of these smart cows, I just wanted to call her and tell her that I loved her.
A son's love for his mother. You know my weak spot. Make your damn phone call!
Chris's phone rings while he drives with Betty in his car.
I'm gonna take this. Hello. I see. Change of plans. We're going to the winter fair.
He throws the car into a skid and does a 180.
But we have reservations!
This shouldn't take long.
Couldn't you do it after dinner?
Could you stop breaking my balls?
He spins around again and they speed off toward the winter fair. Leo tracks Jack on his computer.
Looks like Jack's headed to the winter fair.
Let's roll.
And it also appears one of my ex-girlfriends is at the library. Can we make a side mission?
No time. Jack's in trouble.
Betty and Chris drive in their SUV. Bobby looks pensive. Jack and Brody speed to the fair. Leo's ex reads at the library. Leo keeps tracking Jack. Chris and Betty are still in the car. In the cow pavilion, Brody searches with his gun drawn. He sees 3 cows standing still in a pen.
Freeze! Cow! Don't make a move!
A cow looks at him blankly and swishes a fly away.
I said don't move, asshole!
He fires 6 shots into the cow. It falls over dead with its legs in the air. He reloads.
I can't believe you just shot an unarmed heifer.
Had to neutralize the top cow.
I don't know what world you live in, but where I come from, even cows are allowed a fair trial.
Shut up! Now let's find that weapon. My intel suggests it's somewhere in the surrounding manure.
Flies buzz around a huge pile of manure.
How's about I just, secure the perimeter?
Good call, Ryder. You do that. If you need me, I'll be up to my elbows in dung.
Jack!
Huh? Are you talking to me, cow?
I'm not a cow. I'm Bobby.
And I'm the ass.
We have something important to tell you.
Why didn't you just phone?
Damn!
And how come you're dressed as a cow?
Because the man you know as Chris, he's not who he says he is.
Talking cow, get down!
Bobby and Leo back up quickly in their cow suit. Brody shoots the other cows dead.
What did it say?
Moo?
What was the tone? Never mind. I found the weapon.
So there actually is an actual weapon? So, Agent Assface was lying. I knew that Mr. Smooth-talking career counselor stealing bastard had it in for me. If only he was here, I'd give him a piece of my fist.
Outside,
What are we doing here?
I told you to wait in the car!
Don't tell me what to do. This is supposed to be us time, but you're all me.
Chris gets a midway gun and shoots down targets, winning a stuffed cow for Betty.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Chris sees Brody over at the cow pavilion and pulls out a pistol. 2 kids approach and point toy guns at him. Chris looks at Betty holding the stuffed cow.
Let me carry that for you, honey.
He takes the stuffed cow and covers his gun with it.
Hey, is that Jack?
Betty sees Jack in the cow pavilion.
Wait!
Betty and Chris run towards Jack. Jack sees them and runs away.
Why the hell aren't you at your job?
The perimeter's been breached! The perimeter has been breached!
Oh my god, did you shoot these cows?
It was him! It was him!
Chris points his gun.
Drop the briefcase, Brody.
Your man here's got it all wrong! I'm on to you, buddy!
Let him do his job!
He's no agent. He belongs to a sleeper cell of extremist vegans. I've seen the dossier. Definitely in cahoots with the cows.
It's true!
That's what we were trying to tell you.
That's why we thought we'd be safe dressed as a cow.
Hear that, Betty? He's a bad guy!
Is this true? Are you a vegan?
Damn it! Who the hell cares if I'm a vegan? So I like lettuce. The man is demented.
He's clearly suffering from a lack of protein.
That's a wild misconception. Chickpeas and soybeans are exceptional sources of... He thinks a cow can talk. Why is there even an argument?
A bull paws the ground.
Oh,
He chewed a cud for 2 years to get inside their heads. He had teats implanted so he could feel how the enemy feels. He's mad! Mad, I tell you! Oh, now you don't believe me either? Oh, well, that's just great. Just frickin' great. Oh!
The bull pummels Chris.
Chris!
I just wanted to tell you.
Yes.
I was only in it for the sex.
What a jerk.
I'm sorry. Vegans can be difficult.
Now let's find out what kind of sick weapons these 4-bellied bastards had in store for us.
He opens a briefcase. Assorted ribbons fall out.
I am crazy, aren't I?
Yeah, it would appear that way. Why don't we all just buy some fudge, sit down, and wait for the police?
No! Move it, lady!
Jack!
Betty!
Brody grabs Betty at gunpoint and takes her out to the fair. He forces her onto a ride called the Black Hole. They get into a car. Jack gets in the car behind them and pulls down the safety bar.
The mad cow disease is eating your brain!
Never!
See, that doesn't make sense, Brody!
You don't make sense!
Brody and Betty get off the ride. Jack tries to follow, but he's trapped by the safety bar. A carny approaches.
The bar is stuck.
Hurry, hurry, hurry!
The carny tries the bar.
Keith, I need help.
Another carny comes over and raises the bar. Jack runs after Betty and Brody and sees them run into a tent marked auction. Jack follows them inside.
We got a versatile item up next. It's a pet. It's Sunday dinner. If you cut off its leg, it's lucky. I have a black-tailed jackrabbit up for bid. A black-tailed jackrabbit up for bid.
$3!
I got $3 for the black-tailed jackrabbit. Do I hear $4?
$4! Let her go!
$5!
$5. Black-tailed jackrabbit. Do I hear $6 for the black-tailed jackrabbit?
Jack checks his wallet.
Damn it!
$5. Going once, going twice. Sold. $5 to the government agent type gentleman.
The auctioneer throws Brody the rabbit and Brody throws it at Jack. The rabbit pummels Jack's face with its legs. Jack finally pushes the rabbit away. He runs out of the auction and into a fortune teller's tent.
Well, which way did they go?
Pie eating contest.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, eat!
Jack, do something!
At a pie-eating contest, Jack chows down with the other contestants.
You can't win, Brody!
You don't know how much I love pies.
They eat pie after pie.
Will you shut up?
The third contestant yells at them. They all eat ravenously until Brody wins the contest.
We have a winner!
I've been humiliated.
Jack grabs Brody's gun.
It's over, Brody.
The judge tackles Jack.
You lost fair and square, buddy!
No, wait. It's a matter of national security.
Get off me. Get off me.
Shouldn't have distracted me. That contest was mine to lose.
I'm a federal agent. Let me go.
Please let him go. I'm his wife. He just had a bit too much to drink.
Well, we've all been there, ma'am.
And so I learned that cows aren't really evil geniuses, and 3.5 blackberry pies is my absolute limit.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I've just got some pie stains on my shirt. I should be fine, though.
Mother said there'd be days like this.
Brody lies underneath the third contestant. The cops arrive.
I never thought I'd be saying this, but thanks for rescuing me.
You are welcome, Betty. Please make a note of that in my file.
Sure.
So, how long have we been married? Is the sex still good?
I doubt it.
Bobby and Leo are beaten by a cow.
You better tell me who sent you, or it won't be pretty. My friend here hasn't been milked today, so she's in a bad mood.
The cow wields a branding iron.
Please don't hurt us! We know nothing!
They are hoofed again.
You lie! I'm gonna leave you with Jennifer for a while, and like I said, she's in a bad mood.
The timer reads 29:30.
I don't know what you're talking about. Terrible. I don't know what you're talking about. That's like Czechoslovakian or something. I told you! It's Mexican. Yes, whatever you say. They've weaponized Mad Cow. Oh. Terrible. Yes, whatever you say. Terrible. I can't do a Chinese accent. I told you! No. Can I play a Mexican?